everybody, good evening. This is Shekhar this side from BioTecNika. Please verify if you are able to hear me clearly. Okay, so you all can hear. Fantastic. So good evening as we come together to discuss the tips and tricks and strategies to clear the CSIR net exam. So let's have a quick check. Can you please let us know about your qualification and where you're working, if you are working, quickly, and from which city you are. Okay, so we have Pramodini from Bangalore, Pooja for MSc Chemistry, Swati MSc Zoology. Okay, Homemaker. Anju is MSc Biotechnology from Kerala. Kirti works at a CRO. We will be rotating the speakers. So our first speaker is Dr. Prabhakaran. He is a well-renowned scientist and a scientific advisor to BioTecNika. And further to that, Dr. Tithi will be giving you some additional tips and tricks. The tips and tricks for chemical sciences will start at around 5 o'clock.
So today we are going to see whatever, based on my experience and then my views, the tips to clear an exam. So I have some psychological tips as well as practical tips in order to clear the exam, since we have another hardly 20 days for CSIR, isn't it? So the first question which I want to ask, because it is not going to be a tips and tricks, definitely it is not going to be a one-way. It is going to be a dialogue. I need your responses then and there, then only it is going to be more interactive. At the same time, if you have any questions, please ask me. What are the way I can, definitely I'll try to clear it. Okay? So the moment if somebody says exam, these are the things that will come to your mind. Tensed, depressed, anxiety, confused, fear. This is my last chance, I have to pass it. Will I pass this one? And then I'm demotivated. I can't remember whatever I studied. Isn't it? As if this is the first time you are writing the exam. Most of you guys, when the exams near, all those words will come to your mind, isn't it? So how to come over this tensed, depressed, anxiety, confused, fear, all those things all together comes just only before the examination. Okay, if everything is there, what happens? Your brain will be totally stressed. So the first thing is, you want to remove everything, whatever I said. You should not be tense. You want to keep as cool as you can. Don't think or don't ask a question yourself, will I clear? I'm depressed, I'm confused. Don't think that it is my last chance. Don't think that I am not able to remember, because when you are stressed, as every time I say, when you are stressed, if somebody asks what is your name, that also you cannot remember, because it is an exam. So how can you remember such? Because it is exam for all the intellectuals. For me, all the CSIR people are intelligent people. All intelligent people will not clear the CSIR. Only the smart people want to clear, because all are equally intelligent. We want to be smart in order to clear this CSIR. How difficult CSIR is? How many of you feel that CSIR exam is very, very difficult? I'm not getting any response. Note me, it is not difficult, it is not difficult. I felt difficult, yes. Intermediate level, it's really difficult, quite difficult, it is not easy, quite easy, so difficult. If studied, not difficult, okay. I feel it is difficult, intermediate. Okay. So this is all your views on CSIR. The next slide, I'll tell you what I feel about CSIR Life Science. For that, I am taking some of the well-known exams apart from this, nationally, internationally. Okay. So if you take ICMR JRF, the syllabus is as same as your CSIR, yes. The time given is 120 minutes. In this 120 minutes, you want to answer 125 questions if you want to clear ICMR JRF. Okay? So for each question you want to take, you have only 0.96 seconds. Okay? So the same way, get Excel paper for life sciences. It has a defined, even though chemistry is another important part which everyone has to take. 15 questions, no choice. Aptitude, you have to take, no choice. And then there are 5 subjects out of which you want to take 2 subjects, that also no choice. So 20 questions you have to attend in order to pass. But for answering that 65 questions, your given time is 180 minutes. That means that in the exam, you can spend 2.7 seconds, 76 minutes on each and every question. This is all our national level exams. But if you go for international, if you want to go for GRE subject, the given duration is 170 minutes. The total number of questions you want to answer is 170. Just imagine guys, international exam. So every question has only 1 minute. So there is no choice. In order to increasing your score, you want to try to attend 170 questions. And then all the hidden thing is they have negative marks. And then at last, CSIR. We have 13 units. Definitely the syllabus wise all the exams are same. In no way they are less or ahead. The next thing is that time is 180 minutes. In this you have only 75 questions to be answered. For every part there is an answer, there is a choice. They are giving 20 questions, you want to answer only 15, 35 out of 50 and then 25 out of 75. So if you take on an average, they are giving you 2.4 minutes per every question. So based on this analysis, I can say that CSIR JRF is more easier, very damn easy when compared to all the other exams nationally, internationally. In both, they are giving more choices. At the same time, they are having more time for each and every question in the examination. Yes or no? Yes or no? You guys have any? You guys agree or no? Anybody is there who is saying that no, I don't agree with this point? Looks like good. So based on this, now you tell me, I'm not telling anything new thing here, which is there already in the country. So now you tell me whether the CSIR is easy or tough. Let me know now. What do you feel based on this analysis? I'm not asking about your personal opinion. Based on this analysis, what do you feel? Is it easy, looks easy or not? Easy, right? So I'm saying that based on looks easy, comparatively easy, good. So now you want to believe that I'm taking an exam which is easy than other exam which is already available for doing PhD. It can be national level or international. Based on this, no, this is the fact. I'm not, all of them are taken from their respective websites. You can check, just I put everything on one single slide. Only to make you to feel that it is easy. Because everybody has an idea that CSIR is very difficult to clear. That fear itself will make you not to clear your exam. That is what I'm trying to say here. So comparative, put everything in one slide. I can show you that CSIR comparatively very, very easy, isn't it? So with this positive note, shall we enter? Because whatever I have the tips to clear CSIR and prepare for the next 20 days, let me do. Okay. So this is almost a revision time, isn't it? How many of you started revising? How many of you started revising? The first question comes is from where to start? Shall I start from the known chapter to unknown unit, or should I go for a difficult chapter to easy chapter, isn't it? Where to start? Known to unknown, unknown to unknown, go for known chapters. Yes, this is the difficult. Another important point is aptitude, max. I generally take that because of max only everybody is there in life science, right? Again, aptitude is there. So which aptitude I'll practice? I cannot live it because it's my life. I want to clear my CSIR this time. So definitely I want to take max aptitude practice so that I can go and clear it. But only thing is you have to answer 15 in order to enhance your mark percentage, but it is not compulsory because the hidden thing is there is a negative marking, isn't it? How many of you are good in aptitude?
Hello everyone, welcome to BioTecNika. I'm I'm the academic manager over here. Today I'm going to talk about certain tips and tricks so that you can prepare well for your exam. We have about 3 weeks of preparation time left just before your exam, right? So we have to buck up, we need to do it very fast, and I'm going to give certain tips how you can do this revision bit and how to prepare for your exam, how to strategize and write your answers in this short period of time, right? Everything requires practice. We're going to see how this is going to be done. Now I'm going to tell you how to prepare, right? Rather revise just in these few weeks that we have. The first thing that you need to do is start going through the previous year question papers. As many as you can get, go through these previous year question papers. What this is going to do is, it's going to tell you which are the most important topics that are present, which are going to be most obvious questions, which is the topic out of which maximum marks are going to come. So what this will do is, it will tell you which is the topic to pick first and revise thoroughly. Now you've been studying for 6 months, you should know a lot of information is already present in your head, right? Now you need to sort it out so that you can get the best output out of this. Now what you do, you've gone through your previous year papers, you have seen what is required, you pick those units first. Then you start revising. Now when I say revising, out of these few units that you've done, if you're thorough with them, only solve questions. As many as questions that you get, your question banks, your internet, wherever you can find questions on that particular topic, start solving them. Now once you're solving, you might get stuck in a question. You might not know the answer. Now you're thinking, I had known this but I don't know. Go back immediately and check what the answer is. Read back on the concept, get that concept cleared in your head. Now there are certain times that you're solving questions and you get confused between 2 answers or 3 answers. You're not very clear with them. Then what do? You go back again, thoroughly read that question and come back, use that question as a point to clear out. So you know that out of these options which are very similar, why is it that I choose the right option? Get that concept clear immediately. Do not wait for solving all the questions that you've got and then going back, you will not remember it. So once you're reinforcing this, you will be able to solve similar questions if it comes in your examination. The second point is, when you're solving, when you're revising, start making flashcards. When I say flashcards, it means a small piece of paper, say your A4 sheet, fold it into a half, make flashcards which have the important concepts, certain important terminologies. Say if you're taking cancer, the cancer gene, the proto-oncogene or a tumor suppressor gene, what it does, which cancer it leads to. So this is what I mean by flashcards. Very short forms of the topics that you are picking, and your formulas, your definitions, whichever is important. So when you look at these flashcards in the end, you should be able to see that this is it. This is all I require. The moment you see it, I have recollected the complete unit. Okay. Now then you move on to the chapters that you're not very familiar, very thorough with, but you know well enough. Then again solve questions, but this time read up on a topic, solve amount of questions. So you're again reinforcing what you have studied. The topics that you're not at all familiar with, leave them. Because you do not have time to study them, please leave them. Or just solve questions which have come previously. That should give you a little bit of idea. But if that question ever comes during the examination, I would suggest that you don't attempt them, because negative marking is there. Now, this is about preparation in those 3 weeks that we have got now. Before you go into an examination, you should always have practice. Practice makes perfect, they say. So practice of knowledge is different. Practice during writing an examination is different. You have those 3 hours to write and show them that you have got this knowledge. Now if you can't, even if you do have knowledge and you can't show it to them in those 3 hours, then all the preparation of those last 6-7 months will go completely waste. So you need to practice how to write your examination in those 3 hours. So what you do, get your question papers out, the previous year question papers out, and start solving them. And as you solve them, time yourself. Always time yourself and make sure that you're solving in those 3 hours. Can you do it? Right? So what you do is say, pick a strategy that is best suited for you. Say I want to solve on a day 1, say I want to solve from part A, B and then C. See if you can do it. See if you can complete that paper in 3 hours. It's not working for you, the next day or the next few hours later, pick another strategy. Say I will go for B part first, then C and then E. Is that working for you? Maybe it does. Then you stick to it. So on the exam day, if this is the strategy you are most comfortable with, this is the strategy that you could solve that question in 3 hours, always go with that strategy. Practice this strategy in the last week so that you're thorough with, it's like a muscle memory. You know you have to do this, this is what exactly you're going to do. And then after all of this, you will have, during the examination, you will have these certain questions which you get stuck at, right? Like previously I told you, there will be 2 options which are very, very similar and you're in complete dilemma as to what is the answer. Don't waste your time there. Move on to mark that question, move on to the next question which you're familiar with, you can answer immediately. So before you begin any examination, always go through the question paper completely. Say put a dot on the questions you're absolutely sure of, put a question mark of the options which you're not very comfortable with, completely cross out the questions which you don't know anything about. Don't even look at them the second round when you're starting to answer your question, right? Then when you come to the question mark questions, read through it. If you still can't solve it, leave, go to the next question. Don't waste your time trying to figure out what the answer could be, right? Then once you've completed with the questions which you're absolutely thorough with, come back to the questions which you're a little doubtful about and then start solving this. What happens now is you have already solved a lot of questions which you're thorough with. You've saved up on time, not wasting it by thinking about something you were not very sure of. Now you have enough time to think about the options which were a little dicey and answer them. So this is how I would suggest you strategize solving your questions during the examination, and all this requires practice. So you would have to apply the same strategy when you're practicing to solve this question a week before the exam. That's all from BioTecNika, and if you like this suggestion or if you like the video, please do like us so that a lot more people can have a look at these tips and tricks.
So what I did here is, have taken last 5 question papers, that is from 2013, 14, 15. 2013 July, June, December, 2014 June, December, and then 2015 June question paper I have analyzed. And then I made a statistics. Because if you see there is a pattern here. So what is a pattern now? This is what the pattern. 25% of your questions are from logical reasoning. 10% of your questions are from numbers. 10% of questions based on distance, time. 10% of questions are from probability. And then 25 questions based on geometry. It is on find the angle, find the area, find what is the distance between, what is the radius, like that. And then 5% questions are from profit and loss, and then 5% questions are from analytical numerical ability, and then 10% is on from graphical numbers. Got it? This is what, from this only, the entire questions are there from last 5 years. 5 question papers. Sorry. Okay, so now it is your choice. Some may be very good in numbers, distance, probability, work on that. Okay, some may be good in logical reasoning. You have to work on that because it has 25% of weightage. Okay, I cannot say that work only on analytical because you may be good or bad. Okay, so the thing is, just go and then start preparing. Have you noted this one? This statistic, anybody have seen this statistics earlier? Now I think you guys have some idea on what type of questions I can prepare for my aptitude. Got it? So if I prepare graphical numbers, definitely 10% of the questions are going to be from graphical numbers. Note it down. Profit and loss, definitely 5%. Geometry, 25%. Logical reasoning, 25%. So give more weightage. So number, distance, probability. If I were a student in the same stage, instead of going for all the units, I will take any of the 5 and start preparing on. Definitely out of 15, I can answer correctly 10 questions, isn't it? My idea is not to clear or not to answer all the questions. I want to get the maximum number of right answers so that I'll clear CSIR, isn't it? Accepting or not? Have you noted down the topics? Kirti, the thing is like physics, maybe one question or two, just you can leave to the choice. You prepare, don't want to answer all the 10, 15 questions, isn't it? That is what I'll feel. Because making answer 15 questions, there will be chance for wrong. So you lose your marks in the negative markings. So I want you guys to answer at least 10 questions enough. The next slide will tell you. Okay, have you noted down this thing? No. Okay, so what about part B and then part C? The same analysis, I have done it for part C. This is the statistics says. It is not my slide. You can take it the last 5 years, 5 question papers. All your blue color is your part B, and then all your orange color is your part C questions. If you take based on the last 5 questions from unit 1, 17% are from unit 1, whereas 8% are from part C. 11% unit 2, 11% unit 3, 14% unit 4, 15% unit 5, 14% 6, 7% from unit 5% from unit 7, 5% from 8, and then how I made this percentage now? Because part B question, how many questions are there in the part B totally? So this is what I have, yeah, it is 50 guys. Out of 50, you want to answer your 35. So this is all your out of 50, 17 questions are from this much. Okay. So that is how I calculated. So 17% you want to calculate, not 17 questions, 17%. Okay, so based on this analysis, I'm not going to say concentrate on unit 1, concentrate on unit 13. More than 15% of questions you can expect from based on the last 5 years, because the pattern is same, unit 1 and then unit 5. Okay, more than 10% questions are from unit 3, 4, 6, 11 and 13. Less than 10% questions are from 7, 8, 9, 10 and then 12. Understood? So you got a clear idea. You guys have an idea now. So which unit is having more impact? Yes, this is for life science. So now you choose in which way it is important. Okay, you will have your own plus and minus. You analyze which unit I want to revise now, which unit I know. Okay, chemical sciences at 5 o'clock, guys. This is for life science. Understood? You guys got an idea now where to start, which unit I want to concentrate, which unit to concentrate. Because see, in this units, now you want to tell me like out of 50 you want to attend only 35. Is it easy or not now? Now you know I don't want to go for the entire 30 units. I want to choose some units which I know and then concentrate. Definitely I'm going to clear this time. Isn't it? How many of you are having this type of mindset right now? I need response from everyone. Okay. So this is your part B. Next one is part C. Which unit to take? More than 10% of questions are from unit 4, 5 and then 13. More than 8% of questions are from 1, 3 and then 8. Less than 5% of the questions are from 2, 5, 7, 10, 11, 12. This is also clear. It is from your last 5 question papers from CSIR. So now it is up to you to choose which are the questions, which are the units I want to revise in order to clear. Does it make things clear or not now, guys? It looks simple or not? I hope you guys will know now which units to start. Have you noted down those units percentage wise? Everyone? Will it work for you guys? Very good. Excellent. Still I am seeing hopefully. There is no any hopefully, guys. I am not talking anything from the book. It is your statistics. Okay, it is your previous. It is open. You can take and see it. Okay. Okay. The next point, what I want to tell you this. Time management. Now you guys have an idea. What are the units to prepare? And the next time when you go, can you explain any percentage calculation? This what I did. I have counted the number of cells. You are asking in this minute. Okay, so what I did now, I took one question paper. I counted each and every question out of 145. How many questions are from which unit? Okay, part B, part C, and then part B is 15. So for example, part 1 is like 7 questions, 7 divided by 15 to 100. That is what I got the number. Okay, happy? Okay. So the next point is you guys are like prepared, definitely you'll be prepared. So on the day of examination, very important point is time management. How many, I think some of you might have taken the questions CSIR earlier, right? In that, how many of you have seen all the question at least once, all the pages in 3 hours? Anybody is there who has not seen only 50 questions I have seen, there is no time, I have done only 100 questions, I don't know what happened to the, okay, some people, I am seeing some people here. Okay, so now I have my own recipe, how to manage your time. Okay. Number one, time management. The given is number of question is 140. Okay, so that is 20 questions part A, 50 questions part B, and then part C 75 questions. Out of which you want to attend 15, 35, and then 20. Part A carries 30 marks, part B carries 70 marks, part C carries 100 marks. Here, the best point I like it about the CSIR is, before this 118 minutes, they are giving an extra 15 minutes to go through the booklet, question booklet, right? During that point, go through each and every question in that first unaccounted 15 marks, and then wherever you see the questions which you are 100% aware, this is the answer. While reading the question itself, you'll know this is the answer for this question. Don't see the option. Like that, at least 10 questions will be there out of 145. Will it be there? By reading the question, yes, for this question, this is the answer. I know, I am 100% sure. On the lower side, at least out of 145 questions, will it be there? 10 questions will be there like that? Without seeing the options, without thinking for a second time, this is the answer. Will it be there or not? Because you guys have prepared for 6 months. Isn't it? I'm talking only part C, yeah. Part B. Okay, only 2 marks. Okay. So now what I'm trying to say is, by doing that, anyhow in the first 15 minutes you are not going to see the question paper, answer sheet. Have a pencil, keep a dot on that question with the answer. Isn't it? In that part B, you are already got 20 marks, huh? Isn't it? Yes or no? Accepting already by seeing you are answering, you are getting 20 marks. That too, you have still you have 180 minutes in your hand. Without using your prescribed time, unaccounted time, using that, you have already got 20 marks. Isn't it? So now you have 140 marks, 70 questions to answer. 70 questions to answer. Because on average, if you take 75 questions you have, or else now you have 65 questions you have. Got it? So 65 questions, 145 marks, 180 minutes. So now see that time point. From initially I told that 2.6 minutes. Now you have only 65 questions to answer in 180 minutes, isn't it? So for each question, how much time you are having? You are getting 2.75 minutes, almost 3 minutes per question here. No exam in the world will give you 3 minutes per question, whether it may be part A, part B, or part C, isn't it? Yes or no? How many of you are accepting this one? Based on the statistics, till now I didn't tell anything my side. So 3. So somebody says that there is some caste system, which thing? I'll touch that one also. So 10 marks will get you 10% of the mark for unreserved. Let us take like that. At most you want to attend another 30 questions. I'm not going into this other categories. I'm taking only the unreserved. That is the highest question you want to answer. So in the unreserved category, if you want, this is the last 2015 cutoff. As on 2015 cutoff, if you want to take 53% of the total mark, already you have 10%. You want to get only 43% more in order to cross this mark. For that, you want to attend not 70 questions, at least 30 to 40 questions, 35 to 40 questions. So again, you are having 30 questions or 20 questions. How this percentage is calculated, you know that? Do you know how this question is calculated, how this percentage is calculated? Everyone? Yes, so the same way. So this is 10 marks out of 145, 10 divided by 145, 100 will come 10%. So in order to get 53%, you want to score another, how many marks? On an average, it can be part A, part B, part C. On the average side, I am saying that if you answer another 40 right questions, you will be through with this for this cutoff itself. Okay, how this cutoff is calculated, that it is not open, it is clear, but this is the cutoff. In order to get this cutoff, you guys want to answer at least, already you answered 10 right questions, you want to answer at least another 30 questions. If you add that one, you will cross this cutoff. Okay, for example, let us say that you are answering another 10 2-mark question. How many questions are there? 20, right? Another 10 4-mark question. So 40 plus 20, 60 plus 10, 70, right? Hope that you are getting 70 marks divided by 145 into 100. So how much it is? Does it cross this 53% score based on the last year? Got it or not, guys? I'm getting response only from 2 people. What about others? %, 48.5%. So you are almost this crossed. So add another one question, that approximately I am telling. So you want to answer another at least 30 questions. That's what I am trying to say. You got that question? So you don't want to answer all the 70 questions, you want to answer only 30 questions. So this all I am telling is only to make you feel that you don't want to answer all the questions. 100% sure questions alone you want to attempt in order to clear. Even if you attended more, you are more chances. I am telling the bare minimum to clear the exam. Understood? How many of you are agreeing it? Because most of the people I am talking, they will attend all the questions. They will attend all the questions because there is a negative mark. Don't take second choice. Don't take second chance. Don't be on the cat on the wall. It may right, may not be right. Don't go with that. Definitely out of 145 questions, you want to attend only 75 questions. In that 75 questions, definitely you will know 30 or 40 questions because you have worked for 6 months. 0.25 percentage for negative marking. Understood? Any questions, guys? Now, how do you feel? It will never work if you do know we should not attempt. That is always there, guys. Don't take that chance, Vinith. If you feel that maybe correct or wrong, don't take it. Attempting around 130 to 140 marks seems to be such a stretch. Yes. But this is what I actually agree. But the percentage age will be calculated out of 20. Yes, Sujitra, actually like that is what I am calculating. I am giving this mark. Actually, like if we say that 70 questions, it should be like that, okay? If you know 100%, that is more than enough, you will clear it. Okay, that is what I am trying to say here. Okay, why people are asking, I don't know, some questions, some answers are right, it may go wrong also, right? So for that, what is the reason behind this multiple choice questions means? Advantage of multiple choice, it is very easy and then you can answer quickly. Okay, but if the student read the question carefully, if the student read the question carefully, the answer can be easily recognized even if the student knows little about the subject. That is the advantage of your CSIR multiple choice question. You don't want to be extremely knowledgeable for answering multiple choice question. But how many of you read the question properly at that particular time? That is the problem here. Accepting or not. So, the person who reads the question properly at that time, what he can do now, he can click the right answer, get the credits there. He clears. We do mistakes due to fear. That is what I am saying. Now, that is the reason I am showing all the statistics saying that it is not that difficult. You don't want to have fear to clear CSI. It's a very simple exam compared to other exams, isn't it? Accepting or not now, at least. So, now you know what are the units to select to read to prepare. Okay, so you know how to manage, now you don't need to answer all the questions in the CSIR. Selectively around 30 to 40 questions. If you answer, definitely you have more chance to clear because you can avoid negative marking. I'm not saying don't stop at 40 questions. So if you know more, go for it out of 75 questions. I'm not talking about marks here. I'm talking about number of questions. 40 questions out of 75. If you answer it correctly without any negative marking, there is more chance for you to clear. That's what I am trying to tell. Okay? And then if you know more than 40, well and good for you. Got it? And then once you cutting 40, don't go for second round of questions I know, so that let me try. I can answer it. So that what you can happen now, there is a chance for negative marking. There are people who lost their chance by in point marks, 0.5 percentage, 0.2 percentage, yes or no? Isn't it? How many of you accept this one? How to get 65 percentage surely, Sriram? Yes. You follow my strategy, concentrate on the particular units more, revise, answer more questions on that, and then apart from that, on that day, read the entire question. This is what I am giving as a tips to clear the CSIR, because already BioTecNika has given large amount of effort, and then they have given large amount of classes, everything in order to make the concepts clear. So with that, on the day of examination, read the questions carefully. Anticipate the answer as you read. Don't see the option. That is, before looking for an answer choice, you confirm that this is going to be the answer for this question. Highlight or underline key terms or concepts. And then first thing I'll do is, out of 4, eliminate all the wrong answers first. Don't even think about it. And then don't predetermine this is the answer. Just open. There may be 2 or 3 possible answers will be there for each and every question. Consider all the possible answers. CSIR is looking for the best answer, not the correct answer. Go for the best answer. Each and every question for that, every answer for that question. Suited. Don't be a biased person. Unbiased, consider based upon your knowledge, preparation. Definitely that question will be right. Yes or no? Accepting or not? CSIR is easy or not now? 3 points I want to tell you. CSIR is easy when compared to all the other exams in the market. The number 2, now you know what are the units you want to concentrate based on the previous year statistics. Yes or no? You guys got an idea what are the units you want to concentrate? Everyone, I need answers from everyone. Number 3, you know you don't want to answer all the questions in CSIR. Yes or no? Number 4, you want to read the question properly, understand the key concept, eliminate wrong answer, consider all the possible answers before going for the answer. Correct? These are the 4 tips I want to tell you. Enough? Any more questions? Any other specific questions? That's all from me. What is the cutoff mark for CSIR Jarab? That is there in the website, Shriram? Just I cut and pasted from the last year. Each and every year it will change. For unreserved it is 50%. There is no any compulsory Yogeshwari. There is nothing given in the website. It's all open questions. You want to cross that 53 marks. Okay? Maximum is 200 marks. Out of that, you want to take 53% of 200. Swati, you are in the MS. I have semesters in December. Yes, that you have to manage, no? I don't know about your timings. Yes, arithmetic, that is what I told you, the numbers. It will come all in the numbers. Which part to answer first? I am not seeing as a part C, part B, part A. Answer first the question which you know. Home preparation without coaching is good. Home preparation is good, but with coaching it will be better. Thank you guys, that is all from me. Why there is no standard list? Yes, Bonnie. The next person will talk now. Okay.
Thank you, Shekhar sir, for giving me this wonderful opportunity, and thank you, Dr. Prabhakaran, for helping the students with all this statistical analysis of CSIR paper. So I hope all of you have noted down, taken the best things out of it. Okay, and with all those positive things, now you feel better. All right. Okay. So I'll not go into much of the details about the statistics now because Dr. Prabhakaran has covered it very properly. I'll more focus on the general area. Okay. Fine. So most of you have given your 6 months for this preparation. Now there are hardly 20 more days left. Okay. So the key is not to lose focus now. All right, so be focused, and now it's the time. If you have not followed any timetable, now is the time for you to prepare an efficient timetable. Okay, now efficient timetable should be something where you judge yourself properly. Don't overestimate yourself. Okay, you are the best judge of you. You know how much time you can concentrate sitting at a single place on a single topic. All right, so be realistic. So give that much time on a topic. Take 5-10 minutes break in between. Okay, you don't have to study all 8 hours continuously. No, that will just cram your brain with all the information. Okay, and that will not serve as any good. Okay, so better is you take breaks in between. So your timetable should be a realistic one, not a very overestimated one. All right, and then as Dr. Prabhakaran already gave you the statistics about what all units are more important from CSIR point of view. See, CSIS officially they do not give any particular weightage for each unit. Okay, what we calculate is based on the past session papers. All right, so for you I will suggest is first take the syllabus, and I know CSIR syllabus is huge. Okay, so where to start? Start with the topics that you already know. Okay, yeah, Kirti, that again, Kirti is asking here is how much time we should give to theory and how much to MCQ solving. See, Kirti, the end thing, what is your aim? To clear CSIR? You cannot clear CSIR if you do not solve the questions. All right. So your main aim will be to solve more and more questions. Okay. And then solving questions is not possible correctly if you don't know the theory of it. Okay, so all these things in a way are interrelated. All right, so what I suggest is from the syllabus, take the topic which you already know. Okay, and with that start with that topic. Now the topic we already know, what will happen, it will, you will take lesser time to be thorough in it. Okay, that not only will boost your confidence, okay, that will give you a positive vibe also, and you can immediately strike off that topic from your syllabus. Okay, and in this way you should approach preparing or revising for CSIR. Did you all understand? Okay, 1 minute. I have got a very interesting question. I think most of you will agree. Saili is saying that I tend to forget, for which I have studied thoroughly a month before. Okay, I think most of you will agree that this is a common problem. Okay, now how to overcome it? By practicing. Okay, so you have to revise it regularly. Okay, Karan, you're asking, should we study the unread topic? Well, you are past that time, okay, Karan? There is no time for studying anything new right now. There's only time for revision. Okay, but because exactly what has happened here is when you have started your preparation 6 months back, whatever topics you have read, you have done thoroughly. By now, if you have not practiced them regularly, you have forgotten them. Okay, so now is the time to revise them. Okay, but revision should not be something like it is taking as much time as you had devoted to that at the time when you were studying first. Revision should always be taking lesser time. Okay, just to brush them up, just to make them fresh in the memory. Okay, so I will say that start with the short known topics and go to the unknown. Okay, slowly. Now, next is to fragmentize your syllabus. Okay, so for that, you have to consider, again, you have to be very realistic in understanding what are your strengths and weaknesses. Okay, you don't have to impress anyone here. You have to judge yourself correctly. All right, and depending on your strengths, focus on that. Okay, and for CSIR, it is always said that be the master of one instead of jack of all. Because if you see, it consists of 13 units. To be frank, although the contents of those 13 units is something like that you have started studying from, let's say, 8th or 9th standard. 8th, 9th, 11th, 12th, then entire your graduation, then your post-graduation. Okay, so of last 10 to 12 years study material is included in those 10 pages of syllabus. Okay, so if you try to complete all the syllabus in 6 months, it will be a very unrealistic goal. So your realistic goal should be find out your strengths, know the units that you can do, and be very thorough in them. Now, by thoroughing, what I mean that whenever any sort of question is asked from that unit, you should be able to answer it. If you are not able to answer that, then you are not thorough. Okay, now how to judge it? Okay, as somebody asked just few minutes back that how much time should be given in theory and MCQ. Okay, so what I suggest is after you have completed each section, take up all the questions possible, okay, that can be asked from that section. Now, there is no limitation of source of questions. You have your previous year CSIR papers. You have papers of all other competitive exams. Okay, this ICMR, TIFR. Okay, so all those papers you can try because all of them more or less comprise the UGC syllabus. Okay, then there are lots of questions in the internet. You can search on internet, you can just put the topic and you will see various this foreign universities term papers. Okay, they are full of questions. and they some of them have the explanation also. Okay, so there is no lack of question. So once you have completed a topic, try to solve as many MCQs possible. Okay, and wherever you are stuck, if you are not able to solve even one or two MCQs, that means you are not thorough with the topic. Okay, so go back and study those sections. Okay, so in this way, if you just combine this theory and MCQ together, you will be able to solve, you will be smart and you will be efficiently ready with that unit. Are you all following this? Okay, yes. So yeah, somebody was saying that I get very confused between the two options. Okay, see, CSIR board is very smart. Okay, they are all scientist people, fine. So definitely they will not make it very easy for you to select an answer, fine. But when you are thorough with the topic, okay, then you will know definitely, I can guarantee you that definitely there will be something missing or something extra in one of the option. Okay, and that is the deciding point, and that will decide that which is the most probable or which is the most accurate answer. Okay, yes, Karan is asking, does questions repeat in CSIR? Well, not the exact questions, Karan, but definitely patterns they repeat. Okay, patterns they repeat with modification, not the exact question. Which part you want me to repeat, Chitra? Yeah, with the options confusing. Okay, see what I said, that if you know the topic, okay, then you will see that definitely one option is having something extra which is more accurate of the answer, and one option is having one thing missing. Are you getting it, Chitra? So definitely there will be some difference between the options, but the thing is for you is to keep a cool head and analyze each and every question properly. Yes, that's right. Okay, now how to prepare or how to revise now. Okay, let's just concentrate on revision now. So the time of making notes is gone. Okay, that you have done. Now is the time to revise the thing. Okay, Avelino Di Costa. Okay, he is asking that he is studying zoology. Find it difficult to clear life sciences. No, Avelino, sorry for pronouncing your name wrong. Yeah, there is nothing like that. This is a big myth. Okay, that if you are from applied sciences, you cannot qualify CSIR. If you are from pure sciences, you cannot qualify CSIR. It's not like that. CSIR life science syllabus gives equal weightage to pure sciences as well as life sciences, as well as applied sciences. Okay, so just you have to open your perspective, fine, and that will be enough to get you through. Now your main focus for CSIR, see, basically this part C section is what? It's your analytical type. Okay, it tests you how ready are you to take up the experiments, because ultimately after clearing CSIR JRF you are going for PhD. Okay, so how ready are you to analyze your answers, analyze your results? Okay, and how ready are you to solve the problems of the actual practical situation? Fine. Now all these things cannot be done if you don't know the basics. Okay, yeah, Krunal, chemical science will start in next 15 minutes. Okay, chemical science seminar will start in next 15 minutes. We are just winding up with the life science section. All right, so your basics should be very good, and once your basics are fine, I guarantee you that you won't feel any problem in answering the questions. Okay, and then try to correlate. Fine. Now this is for all of you who are feeling that my brain is very much full and I cannot take any more information. Okay, so don't be like this man. Okay, this is the time to buckle up, revise, be confident. Okay, now this confidence part, somebody just said that even if I know the answer, I get very tensed while taking the paper. Okay, so this thing you can overcome if you are taking regular tests. Okay, so when you are in your home, make sure keep a clock. Okay, give it 3 hours and try to solve one previous year CSIR, or there are lots of mock test papers also available. If you are with BioTecNika, we give the quest, the monthly test, they are all in the pattern of CSIR. They all follow the pattern of CSIR. Okay, so there is no lack of question papers for your mock test. Take up those mock tests regularly. In fact, now is the correct time for taking up the mock tests. Okay, so sit with the paper, sit with your watch, make sure that this is exactly a exam hall, and then try to take it up. The more you do the practice, more it will be usual for you, and more less tensed. Okay, less tensed you will be at the actual time of examination. Debjyoti, then again you have to, first thing, you don't have to select all 13 units. Okay, if you are selecting 10 to 11 units, they will be good to go for your CSIR JRF. Now see, every year the cutoff of JRF and LS is increasing because it's a completely relative cutoff. All right, but if you are thorough in 10 to 11 units, that should be enough for you to clear JRF. Okay, and by taking this mock test will also help you to know how to manage time. Okay, time management is also a very important thing. But as Dr. Prabhakaran has already shown you the statistic that CSIR, it gives you 2.6 minutes for each question, which is quite a lot of time. Yes, Sriram, absolutely. Pharmacy students can also study and clear JRF. Yes, no problem with this. Okay, now what should be your strategies while taking the test? Okay, first thing, keep a cool head. Don't get tensed by reading the paper. Okay, and I will suggest that take the paper in rounds. Now what do I mean by rounds? Definitely you know the instructions. Be thorough with the instructions first. Okay, you don't have to attempt all 145 questions. So there are sections, part A, part B, part C. From part A you have to attend 15, part B 35, part C 25. All right. So first thing, the first round of your answering the question paper should be that you take up only those questions where you are absolutely sure of the answer. Yes, Anjali, CSIR, NET and JRF is the same exam conducted by for life sciences. The exam is conducted by the coordination of CSIR and UGC. Okay, so first the highest marked people, they get the JRF, CSIR JRF. After that they award UGC JRF, and after that it is the NET LS for lecturership. Okay, all right. Yeah, Medha, there is no minimum questions to attempt in each section. Okay, because there is no such cutoff for minimum questions. The cutoff is there for the maximum numbers of questions attended. All right. So as I was saying, attempt it in rounds. First attempt the questions from all sections where you are absolutely sure about the answer. Okay, and you know that for CSIR negative marking is there, so you should be very careful in taking risk. I will suggest don't take risk, but if you feel that you are 90% sure, okay, and you have done enough correct answers and you are capable of taking risk now, then you can take some calculated risk. All right. No, Shriram, part A is not compulsory. No section in CSIR exam is compulsory. Okay, only the maximum cutoff is there. Then do not take unnecessary risk. You should not be ruthless or reckless in taking CSIR paper. You have 25% negative mark for every question you attempt wrong. There is no negative marking for unattempted question, but there is 25% negative marking for questions attempted wrong. Okay, so you should not do that. Then do not attempt extra questions. By that you will be wasting your time. Nobody while checking the OMR sheet is going to check which questions you have attempted correct and they are going to mark you on that. Nothing. If it says from part A you have to attempt 15, and if you are attempting 17 questions, first 15 will be taken for evaluation. Okay, rest all will be removed. All right. Okay, Surya is asking, am I eligible to join college as associate professor if I clear it? No, Surya, you have to join it as assistant professor. Okay, earlier the designation was lecturer, now it has changed to assistant. So once you clear CSIR net, you get the designation of assistant professor. Okay, and then you have to do your PhD if you have not done, and after certain years of experience in teaching, then only you you are promoted as associate professor and finally professor. All right. Okay, so do not attempt any extra question. So read the properly, read the instructions properly. Okay, and one more thing I have seen that people often make confusion about the options that is given in the question and in the OMR sheet. You feel in the question option A is correct, but while marking in the OMR sheet, you mark it option B. Okay, now this marking you are doing with your pen. All right, so definitely once it is done, it's done. So always double check it between your OMR sheet and question paper before marking the answer. All right. Yeah, Anjali is asking how many attempts are there. You can take as many attempts as you want, Anjali, but there is just a age limit. Okay. So for boys, it is 28 years. For girls, it is 33 years. Okay. So before that, you can take as many attempts as you want. Debjyoti, again, I am saying there is no nothing like any least number of questions that should be attempted in each section. Okay, the main thing is the compiled marks, and that should be more than, see, last time it was 53%, so you should always hope that for December it will go up again. All right, at least by 0.5%. Right, so your main aim should be to get a score of around 120 or more out of 200 to clear the CSIR. Padma Priya, if you are starting your preparation right now, I don't think it is possible for you to clear December. Okay, but then again, it depends on how much thorough are you with the topics of the syllabus. But if you are starting your preparation now, I don't think you will be able to clear December, but definitely you will be ready for your June 2016. No, guys, there is no cutoff for any particular section. Yes, Shreya, 55% should be your target. Okay, Surya is asking where all places I can use the certificate. Okay, see, this all that will come with the, wherever you are applying for the positions, they will give the qualifications required. Okay, with LS also, you can apply for PhDs in the universities. Okay, if you have qualified LS, usually what this particular universities, the individual universities do, they conduct their own entrance exam. Okay, so if you provide your LS qualification certificate to these universities, they will not ask you to rewrite their written exam. They will directly call you for your Viva voice. All right. Okay, Shivani, if you are prepared for last 3 months, yes, it is quite possible for you to clear JRF. Okay, so this is your time for revision. All right, so revision, revise, and take as many tests as possible. All right, and with that you will be very much confident while taking the CSIR paper. Okay, and all the best to all of you. I hope all of you qualify CSIR. And that's all from my side. Thank you everyone for joining in. Thank you so much.